Ultimate speedrun of networking protocols for ethical hackers. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different. No unboxing, no crazy benchmarks, just pure uncut knowledge. We're talking networking protocols, the backbone of the internet, and a goldmine for ethical hackers. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, understanding these protocols is crucial. We're gonna break down the essentials, stuff like HTTP, TCP, IP, DNS, all the good stuff you need to know to navigate the digital world like a boss. And don't worry, we're keeping it fast, simple, and engaging because nobody's got time for boring tech jargon, right? Oh, and before we dive in, make sure you grab my hacker cheat sheet down in the description. It's packed with even more juicy info, shortcuts, and commands to level up your hacking game. Alright, buckle up because things are about to get interesting. First up, let's talk HTTP and HTTPS. Think of HTTP like sending a postcard. Anyone can read what you've written. That's fine for cat videos and memes, but not so much for your online banking. That's where HTTPS swoops in with the encryption, sealing your data in a super secure envelope that only the intended recipient can open. See that little lock icon in your browser bar? That's HTTPS doing its thing, protecting your info from those pesky eavesdroppers. As an ethical hacker, understanding the difference is crucial. You gotta know how to spot vulnerabilities in websites that might still be using outdated HTTP, leaving your data exposed. Now let's talk about the dynamic duo of the internet, TCP and IP. TCP is like that super reliable delivery driver who makes sure your package gets to the right place, even if it means knocking on your door 100 times. IP, on the other hand, is the GPS, figuring out the best route for your data packets to travel across the vast internet landscape. Together, they're the unsung heroes of every email you send, every website you browse, every cat video you stream. But knowing how they work is key for ethical hackers. You need to understand how data flows through these protocols to identify potential bottlenecks, vulnerabilities, and ways to optimize network performance. So we've got TCP, the careful delivery driver, but what about those times when speed is everything? That's where UDP jumps in, ditching the heavy truck for a nimble bicycle. UDP is all about speed, sacrificing some reliability for lightning-fast delivery. It's perfect for things like online gaming and live streaming where a few dropped packets won't kill the experience. For ethical hackers, understanding UDP is crucial for analyzing real-time data streams and identifying vulnerabilities in applications that rely on this protocol. It's like intercepting a message in a bottle. You gotta be quick, adaptable, and ready to analyze information on the fly. Chapter 4, DNS, the phonebook of the internet and how hackers mess it up. Ever wondered how your browser finds its way to Facebook or Google? That's DNS, the internet's very own phonebook. It translates human-readable domain names like google.com into those numerical IP addresses that computers understand. It's like magic, but instead of wands, it uses lookup tables and servers. But here's the thing, DNS is also a prime target for hackers. By messing with DNS records, they can redirect you to malicious websites without you even realizing it. That's why it's crucial for ethical hackers to understand how DNS works, how to secure it, and how to detect and prevent DNS spoofing attacks. Chapter 5. FTP versus SFTP, sending files the right way and the dangerously wrong way. Need to transfer some files? You've got options, but choose wisely. FTP is like sending those files in an open envelope. Anyone can intercept and read them. Not exactly ideal, right? SFTP, on the other hand, is like hiring an armored truck with armed guards and 24/7 surveillance. It encrypts your data, making it virtually impenetrable to those snooping eyes. As an ethical hacker, knowing the difference is crucial. You need to understand the vulnerabilities of FTP and how to exploit them to demonstrate the importance of secure file transfer protocols like SFTP. Chapter 6, SMTP, POP3, and IMAP, your email's journey, and how hackers hijack it. Let's talk email, specifically the protocols that make those digital letters fly. SMTP is like the outgoing mail carrier, sending your messages on their way. POP3 and IMAP are like your mailboxes, each with their own way of handling incoming mail. But just like a physical mailbox, these protocols can be vulnerable. Hackers can exploit misconfigurations to intercept your emails, steal sensitive information, and even send messages on your behalf. That's why understanding these protocols is key for ethical hackers who need to test and strengthen email security measures. Need to access a computer remotely? SSH is like having a secret tunnel with biometric scanners and armed guards, ensuring only authorized personnel can enter. Telnet, on the other hand, is like shouting your username and password in a crowded room. Anyone listening can grab your credentials. Yeah, not the best idea, especially in today's security landscape. Ethical hackers use their knowledge of SSH and its vulnerabilities to test remote access security and demonstrate the importance of strong authentication and encryption. Let's talk about Modbus, the workhorse protocol behind industrial control systems. It's responsible for keeping the lights on, the machines running, and the factories humming. But here's the catch, Modbus was designed in a simpler time, a time before hackers roamed the digital landscape. As an ethical hacker, you need to understand Modbus's vulnerabilities and how to secure them to prevent real-world consequences. We're talking about preventing system shutdowns, equipment malfunctions, and even potential safety hazards. It's about using your skills to make the world a safer, more resilient place. Imagine a world where your fridge orders groceries, your thermostat adjusts itself, and your car drives itself. That's the promise of the Internet of Things, IoT, and MQTT is one of the protocols making it happen. It's like a massive group chat for devices, enabling them to communicate and share data seamlessly. But here's the thing, if hackers infiltrate this chat, they can wreak havoc. That's where ethical hackers come in, using their knowledge of MQTT to identify vulnerabilities, secure communication channels, and prevent unauthorized access to these interconnected devices. Ever walked into a building and wondered how the temperature is always perfect or the lights seem to know when you need them? That's BACnet, the protocol controlling heating, ventilation, air conditioning, lighting, and security in modern buildings. It's like the building's central nervous system, keeping everything running smoothly. But what happens when hackers gain access? Ethical hackers specialize in understanding BACnet's complexities and vulnerabilities, identifying weaknesses in building automation systems, and implementing robust security measures to prevent unauthorized access. In the Wild West of the Internet, data can feel like a lone traveler vulnerable to attacks. That's where IPsec rides in, guns blazing to protect your precious information. It's like strapping an armored vest and hiring a personal bodyguard for your data packets, ensuring confidentiality and integrity every step of the way. IPsec encrypts data, verifies its source, and protects against replay attacks, making it a formidable security protocol. Ethical hackers need to understand how IPsec works, its strengths and potential weaknesses to effectively test and strengthen network security. Ever had to troubleshoot a friend's computer remotely? RDP is like having magical powers, allowing you to control their screen, mouse, and keyboard as if you were sitting right there. It's a godsend for IT support, but in the wrong hands, RDP can be a hacker's dream come true. Imagine someone having complete control over your computer, not a pleasant thought, right? Ethical hackers use their knowledge of RDP vulnerabilities to educate users on secure remote access practices, emphasize the importance of strong passwords, and implement multi-factor authentication to keep those digital doors firmly shut. So there you have it, guys, a crash course in networking protocols for ethical hackers. We've covered a lot of ground, from the basics of HTTP and TCP/IP to the complexities of Modbus and BACnet. Remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The world of networking is vast and constantly evolving, so never stop learning, experimenting, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. If you found this helpful, hit that like button harder than a DDoS attack, and share this video with your fellow tech enthusiasts. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future deep dives into the fascinating world of tech. Until next time, stay curious, stay secure, and happy hacking.